Hi, welcome to the COVID Chronicles.
All right, that's enough of that.
I think it was yesterday I talked about the NDP put up a bill in the Canadian Parliament to tax. So I went back and did a little reading.
Yeah.
It was to tax people with, I guess, $20 million or more.
And the Conservatives and the Liberals said no.
Killed it. Like.
Well, what else was in there, though? Sometimes they append other stupid little things with it.
If there was something else in there, but the idea being, I guess, a little bit of reading that I refresh my memory, because some people have been making a lot of money during the COVID-19, and others have been not, right?
Yep.
So I guess the NDP was like, hey, tax those people who've got assets and $20 million or more.
Well, I used to think that those bills were pretty straightforward, but what I learned from American politics and Nancy Pelosi and that stupid idiot Mitch McConnell is that in May, Pelosi had this HEROES Act that would send more money to the American people and help the states, because the states have to balance their budgets. They don't have this extra money they can just print like the federal government can.
Okay.
So she had this bill already, it passed the House, and the Mitch McConnell first wouldn't even bring it to the floor.
Okay.
And the Fed guy, who, looks after all the money, said, it doesn't matter if $600 a week is a little too much. Get this out there, worry about that later. Like, don't even worry about it. It doesn't make any difference. It doesn't make that much difference, and it'll keep the economy going. Mitch McConnell still won't bring it to the floor. Finally, they start to argue back and forth about what's in there. So the Republicans come out with their own offer, but it gives tax breaks to the rich again.
Well,
and the airlines, and this and that.
Why do they want to do that?
And one of the things that they sneak in there is no one can sue their employer if they get sick from COVID. No matter what the safety stipulations have been put in place, okay? So they don't have to put any in at all.
Mm-hmm.
If they get sick, they can't sue their employer. So this is what the Republicans want to leave in. This is why Nancy Pelosi is fighting. So when you say there was this bill, I wonder if there was some little weird thing that the NDP tried to put in there that was a little loopy.
I guess I'll have to go and research it more and
call up the whole bill.
Come back and
give us a scoop.
I mean, I didn't see anything talking about anything other than they didn't like it. But yeah, you're right. It could be, something like, I don't know.
These Senate runoff races in Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
If the Democrats win, they have control of the Senate, which is what we want. All us Canadians. Anyway, the guy running against, I think it's Purdue, is running against John Ossoff, who the incumbent won't debate Ossoff again because he called him a crook last time. But he's done all this insider trading since the time of COVID. So he gets all these briefings in the Senate, and then he does all this stuff like, okay, they're going to need swabs. Okay, well, I'm going to invest in those.
In swab makers.
Yeah. I don't know what the examples were, but there were many examples of things he had profited from. And Ossoff wants to have no trading, like no one owns stocks in the Senate that can be, subject to insider trading. And this other woman, Kelly Loeffler, who the Reverend, I can't remember his name, is running against, she's done the same thing. But she didn't do very well against the Reverend. There were 3 people running. One was an independent, I think. So that's how the vote got split. But the Reverend, the Democrat, was ahead of Loeffler, the Republican, by quite a bit. So hopefully, I hope they'll win. So it's being presented in Georgia as, let's give this Christmas present to Biden.
Mm. Oh, they're going to have the election before Christmas?
No, it's January 5th or something. 5th or 6th.
Oh, so
It'll be done before he rolls in.
rolls in and takes office. And what's the latest on Trump's? Is he conceded or not?
No, he hasn't. But he had a ruling against him today in Pennsylvania. Trump's latest law thing, Rudy Giuliani, was stop the vote. You have to throw out all these votes in Pennsylvania. And the judge said, every vote will count. He said, not a single vote will be thrown out. Now, the lead between him and Biden is almost at 6 million. They're still counting some votes.
Oh, gee.
That's how many they had. That's how many people voted. And the other good thing in Georgia is they're ready for another mail-in vote.
Right.
So it's not hard to generate excitement if you don't have to go out and get exposed to COVID.
Right.
Please. And they think Trump has shot himself in the leg. Is that how that saying goes?
Shot himself in the foot?
In the foot?
Maybe he should shoot himself in the head?
Maybe. Because he's trying to convince everyone that the election was rigged. So they think many, many, many Republicans will not even bother to vote because why bother? It's rigged.
Oh. So if he successfully convinced the Republicans that it was rigged, then they won't bother to vote, and all the Democrats will run out and vote. Oh, interesting.
He sort of did that, shot himself in the foot with his own election because he convinced everyone that there was mail-in voter fraud, like don't mail your ballot, don't mail your ballot. So a gazillion more
Democrats
mailed in their ballots.
and a bunch of Republicans maybe didn't vote, or Republican voters or whatever.
They went on election day.
Or didn't.
Or didn't go at all. 70,000 of them, 70 million of them did. Sorry.
Yeah, that's a big number.
That's a disturbingly big number.
Mm-hmm.
That's
But,
why.
you know,
That's why.
it's that rigged election. Those people didn't really vote.
No, they
That's
didn't.
those 70 million votes that Trump got. Those are all fake.
Fake news.
Fake votes.
Anyway, that's why they think the Republicans in the Senate have been so quiet because they need him in 2022 and they need him in 2024 because he's got the 70 million votes that they need. They've really
So they really,
screwed themselves over, didn't they?
yeah, they may well have, because if he ends up in jail, what are they going to do then?
Maybe his followers will come and break him out. What a mess. Oh, in Australian news, they are freaking amazing there. They had this hard lockdown, and they went from a huge amount of COVID cases to like 6.
6?
Yeah.
You mean 6 in one day, or 6 total?
6 in one day. And now they've had like 21 days in one province. Like Victoria is a province, yeah. 21 days with no cases. No
Oh.
cases. And now, there was this one guy who said, I was exposed, but he wasn't exposed. He lied. He told this lie. Everyone went into lockdown again for 6 days because of this one idiot. Then they found out he was lying because some of the contact tracers had some, weird feelings about what this guy was saying. Because they thought it was, a super virulent outbreak. It wasn't. He had told a lie. So they had been they were going for a 6-day lockdown because of this idiot.
Yeah.
They shortened it to 3 after they found out he was lying. And at midnight tonight, they can all come out of their houses. That's in Victoria, I think.
Apparently Toronto's going back into lockdown.
Oh, yeah?
I heard.
Well, this is what you were saying at the beginning. All we need is like 2 weeks of nobody goes anywhere. They're starting to do more testing of. They're doing an experiment on testing. I can't remember where it was. Wales, somewhere in Great Britain, and they're testing everyone so they can try and find out where the asymptomatic cases are.
Oh. Going door to door?
I don't know.
Call up your English friends.
I did see a photo of one place, and they were doing swabs inside their cheek. They're also doing more testing.
Swab in your cheek, cough in your arm, swab in your cheek, cough in your arm.
Sneeze in your grandma's face.
Yeah.
I did see some pictures of swabs being taken inside people's mouths, like they were doing their own.
Mm-hmm.
And did I tell you about the poop testing?
No, well, not yet today, no.
Anyway, they're doing that too, so they can track more of where there's a lot of cases by
Who's tracking
viruses
poop?
are in the
Who's
poop.
looking at poop? Where?
I think that's in England,
Oh.
but they were doing it in the States too. One of the campuses.
Ottawa too.
Were they?
Yeah.
How's our poop situation?
Don't know. I thought you were telling me.
No, couldn't find anything on Canada. Just that the vaccinations may start. Is it next month? No, January, I think. Anyway, we only have how many people? 37 million?
I guess that's
compared to 300
that might
something
be.
million in the
Yeah.
States. It shouldn't take too long to get us vaccinated.
Vaccinated? Where did vaccinated come from? How did vaccinated get into this conversation?
I
Did
just
I miss
told you
something? Did I miss something?
I said I couldn't find any news on Canada except that apparently we'll get vaccinated in January. It'll start.
Yeah, but it's not even ready yet.
Well, they've made all these doses, right? So once Health Canada says, okay, it's good,
Oh.
boom. Hopefully it will go to the most vulnerable populations first. It'll go to healthcare workers. Then it should go to natives, right? Or Inuit populations. Anyway, I don't know how they're going to do that. But there was a G20 meeting today.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Trump, it was virtual. Mr. Trump was there for the first hour.
Mm-hmm.
While he was there, like virtually there, they knew what time it was and what was happening, and they each spoke for a little. He was tweeting. And he came on and he said, it's been an honor to work with you. I look forward to working with you for many more years. I am amazing. I got the vaccine out. I was the one that got these 2 vaccines out. Everyone in the States will be vaccinated before we help anyone else. Thank you and goodbye. Then he missed the whole next conversation or meeting about COVID, worldwide COVID vaccination planning. He just F off to go golfing. And there was a discussion that went something like, we have to help the world's most vulnerable populations first.
I find myself feeling, I can't really identify the emotion, frustrated.
Sad, disillusioned.
Yeah, those might fit in there. But every time Trump makes a public, big, bald-faced lie statement, and now it was cool when they were shutting him off, when he was, going to do an announcement and lie, and they just turned him off.
Yeah.
That's what should happen
Every
at this
time.
meeting. He starts lying, boop, oh, we dropped him.
Ooh, look at this. You know how they do that? Something wrong with the transmission?
Yeah. They should just,
something's wrong
you're
with your
lying,
transmission.
boop, gone. Like, there's the tolerance for lying, the willingness to allow people to spout lies it devalues truthful statements. Like, if you let people lie like that so obviously, then
Where's reality?
Where is reality? How do you know anybody's telling you the truth? Like, if we just let people lie.
What if they're lying to us about COVID and it's really a zombie invasion?
Well, I think it'd be pretty hard to hide those zombie videos.
Yeah. Are you tired?
Apparently, I'm yawning.
Shape up. Tomorrow, there's going to be snow.
Oh, really?
Apparently. We might be able to go for a walk in the snow.
Well, it's a possibility.
Anyway, that's all the news I have for today. I'm very excited for Australia. Way to go. Mighty. Crikey. How does it go? What else did they say?
Sheila?
Put another shrimp on the Barbie.
Dingo ate my baby.
Is that it? Are we saying goodbye?
I guess we're saying goodbye.
Arrivederci.